pressure, stress. These are things you want to stay away from, right? These are not things that you want to have too much of in your life because they can cause ulcers and heart attacks and early death, right? Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Pressure and stress are actually good things that you want and you actually need more of. Let's discuss and talk about why this is. First of all, what is pressure? Pressure is defined as a burden on the mental or on the emotions via demands on yourself, on your body, on your mind, or on your time. That's what pressure means. What is stress? Stress is a constraining force or influence that basically gives you fewer options, and it may back you into maybe somewhat of a corner. You may feel like you're backed into a corner because of the stress of a situation. Now, you may be saying, Dre, how the hell is either one of those a good thing? They're both good things because of this concept called framing. I'm gonna do a whole video just on framing, probably the next one after I do this one. Framing determines everything, ladies and gentlemen. What is a frame? A frame is the track within which a conversation is occurring. Many of you look at pressure and stress as negative things because you have been socialized into believing that being under pressure was basically something that it's a burden on you mentally or emotionally. That's a bad thing. You don't want to have any kind of mental or emotional or physical burdens. You just want to be completely free with no problems and nothing on your shoulders because that makes you more happy and unbothered. I say that's nonsense. If you want to be at your best, you need burdens. And the more you carry those burdens, the stronger you get and the more important you are. Important being defined as something that has a significant impact on success. And a constraining force such as stress is actually a good thing. The biggest problem many of you have is that you have the paradox of choice and you get into paralysis by analysis because you have so many options. When you are under stress and you are constrained, you have fewer options. And when you have fewer options, guess what? It's much easier to make decisions because you don't have many things to choose from. So the framing of pressure and stress is pressure is a good thing because this burden on me is going to make me better, is going to force my hand and force me to move and force me to take action that I would have took next week. Now it's going to force me to take the action within the next 24 hours, which means I get more things done in less time, which means I get to shorten my time frame, which means I get to live more life. Because what would have took me a week now takes me a day. I just bought myself 6 days of time. You get the math there? And stress is a good thing because stress can be framed as a negative thing. Most of you call this distress, but it also can be framed as a positive stress. Some call it hormetic stress, the biohackers, or eustress, which is the positive stress, such as taking a CrossFit class. I know it's going to be hard. I know this is going to be difficult. I know it's going to challenge me, but I'm doing it anyway. All this is a change in frame. It changes the way that you discuss it in your own mind. And when you change the way you talk about things in your own mind, you change it from being something that may have been negative to be avoided, something positive that you want. And framing is everything when it comes to mindset. You want to change your mindset. All you have to do is change the frames. My next video is going to discuss this in more detail. Text me the word power. You want to learn more about how to do this. Work on your game.